Welcome to another episode of Infinity Evolved Expert Mode with me, Skeleton Bones. Now I've been thinking about the way I'm gonna set up the storage drawer system in the new base. If I remember correctly, and I do because I checked it on the last stream, the compacting drawer requires us to have a lot of cobblestone, triple compressed cobblestone, and even if we take out all of our cobblestone that we have here, compress it until it is triple compressed, we will not have enough of these. I need to craft up an igneous extruder, and I'm gonna have to upgrade it all the way to the resonant tier, and then I'm gonna need some augments for this machine. Wait, hold on, I just remembered something. Instead of making the igneous extruder, I could actually just use the transfer node liquid with a world interaction upgrade. And I'm gonna postpone making the igneous extruder for later. We will still need the igneous extruder for making up the obsidian. I'm gonna be running the ender quarry with a fluid upgrade so that we pump all of the water, all of the lava and water. Well, since obviously we cannot make a compacting drawer yet, I'm just gonna put a single storage drawer there connected to the transfer node fluid. These transfer nodes should start generating a lot of cobblestone for us as soon as we put some lava over here. So as soon as I put a bucket of lava here, it should start generating, right? Is it not a transfer node liquids? I do have another type of these. There is a transfer node items. It's either of those. Yeah, so it will slowly generate some cobblestone for us. Everything else is pretty much just iron, a lot of iron. A lot of iron and steel as well, because these are steel gears, which require steel ingots to make up. So yeah, we are exactly at a right spot to replace the fuel rods here in this reactor. This should also complete our quest here. Or at least open up the next step in this quest. Yeah, it is several steps to this quest. So we have our depleted uranium fuel. We needed a single uranium fuel rod for this quest, but on the next cycle I'm gonna use all of the double uranium rods. And it was generating 205 EU per tick with this single rod in the middle. And if I put all of the rods that are dual fuel rods, it generates 220 EU each tick. While we are here. Wait, hold on. Oh, you're right, the uranium rods. I need to probably centrifuge this. I put these upgrades inside of this machine so we don't have to stay here and babysit this machine. We already have 8,000 cobblestone here. Just in case, I'm gonna cover up this lava block. I don't know if it can, but just to be double sure so that it doesn't light up. First of all, this drawer, and then all the other ones on fire. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. So let's go back to the new base and continue digging out the space. What I'm doing here is I am expanding this tier. Oh, what the... Oh, shit. Sorry, I got scared by blocks flying after me. Somebody told me that it looks like an Aztec type building. But yeah, usually I like to build in dwarven style or industrial bunker style. I didn't light this area up. I am wearing a night vision amulet, so it might seem that this place is safe. It's not safe. We were supposed to be on the same team. The skeletons still trying to hunt me down for some reason. By the way, since you are here, I'm probably gonna let you in on a secret. The secret is that I am a skeleton in real life, but I'm also covered with muscles and skin. So that was only a question of time until you joined the Skeleton Bones gang. By the way, I ran out on ender pearls completely, so I'm not gonna be crafting up another one of these. One thing I forgot about is that I don't really have any blast furnace going on here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna craft a blast furnace, but it's gonna be the IC2 blast furnace. And there's that. How much do we have? We have 2 of these, so it's still not enough to make this quest. So I'm gonna postpone this. So I'm gonna move this thermal centrifuge out. I'm not using it currently. Just make sure to pick up all of your IC2 machines with a wrench instead of mining it up with a pickaxe, because otherwise it will only give you a machine casing back. I wonder if I should do it like this. So the red spot is facing this way. Both of these machines need to face each other with this red spot. The trick is to place this machine against a block. If you do that, it will always face towards you. Let me show you. So the red spot should face this electric heat generator, and yeah, I don't see any red spots on all the other side. For the electric heat generator to work, it says here on the tooltip, add coils to increase the heat output. Industrialcraft only has these kinds of coil. Put the compressor here. The compressor will output automatically into the top. To the top side, this machine will automatically eject items into the left side, which is the chest. And it does output everything, including the empty compressor cells, which is gonna be a problem. This drawer is only gonna be containing steel and slag, so that this machine doesn't have a space for it to put the empty fuel cells in there. This machine cannot automatically eject the empty cells in there. The only way for these empty cells to automatically leave this machine is if this machine is gonna be pulling those. The only problem, if this machine has this slot empty, it might start pulling out the steel ingots that this machine will produce, because there might be a race condition here. We don't want that. To avoid that, we need to have this slot always filled up, and for that we need to have more empty cells that these both machines, the output here and then the input here, can contain. That's why I've been crafting up the tin plates. We just need 2 stacks plus at least 1 empty cell, so there is always an empty cell in this slot. And that's basically the whole setup. And this is a passive generation of steel for us. Semi-passive. We need to fill in this chest with iron ingots. And we're already on our second ingot of refined iron here, by the way. Alright. Of course, the main reason I am back in the base is to repair the hammer. It's gonna be a lot of dark steel ingots to fix this hammer. I might look into making the flux infused tools instead. But I just thought about something. I do not have enough experience to start enchanting the tools. Before doing this, I'm probably gonna have to make a mob farm that generates experience for us. That's pretty much it about generation of steel, and we don't even have to provide it with anything but some amount of power. It doesn't seem to consume a lot of power anyway, so let's see. I mean, we do have energy generation. I shouldn't be worried about that at all. It's the quest complete, and we get 8 more reinforced for this quest. And so that we could leave this base and start building our new base and leave this generator running, we need some kind of a way to use all of the power that is being generated in the reactor. The mass fabricator uses 1 million EU to make 1 millibucket of UU matter. When supplied with scrap from a recycler, it is much faster and efficient, needing only, so it does need a little bit less, 5 times less EU and 34 scrap per millibucket of UU matter. The thing is, this setup will require much more space, so I'm gonna scrap the whole idea of running this reactor before we build our new base, because to be honest I don't want to spend the time building the UU matter setup in this base. I should probably make another mob farm. This has filled up already, but it's gonna take a while, by the way. I wonder if I break this thing with an axe, will it cause the modpack to crash? I'm not gonna do it, because there's so much. It's 130,000 blocks in here. But actually, yes, I will do that. Well, it went a little bit better than I expected it to. So this should work. Right. I was wondering why was it so slow to kill the monsters. They were probably bunching up there. I need 20 void upgrades for this, just so that the mob farm does not clog up. I don't need a lot of each of these monster drops, so I don't want to upgrade these with emerald upgrades, at least just yet. We are kinda all over the place. I was planning to finish the build today, but I ended up upgrading the mob farm. And why did I do that? I don't even know. Well, I guess we are collecting the ender pearls now. Passively, let me just check how much ender pearls, just to prove the concept that this mob farm does work. We already have 22 ender pearls, so it is working out quite well. I really can't wait to move into the new place. More news at 11. This episode is coming to an end. This has been Skeleton Bones with the Infinity Evolved modpack expert mode. Until the next episode, goodbye.
Just go away, leave